What's with all the scribbling?
And here we go.
Radiant team.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Singularity versus Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist in this third game, I think, of the Absolute Bedlam Dota tournament. And we're off with the banning and the picking.
10 seconds remaining.
Apparently my co-broadcaster is having some problems.
Radiant team back.
But that should be sorted out shortly and we'll be able to talk about things.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Dire team back.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, good.
Radiant.
Yeah, so what do we see here? We don't have a Phantom Lancer, which is something I can understand. And Keeper would...
Well, the Keeper of the Light and the Undying bans are pretty normal. Those guys get banned in competitive games always. That Magnus pick is also not surprising to me. That Fury, well, of course his map awareness might be a bit scaring, but I think there are stronger heroes you can ban. Darkseer also
10 seconds remaining.
pretty standard.
5 seconds remaining.
Faceless void.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty interested in this game. I haven't seen any team playing yet, so I'm very excited about if they go dual lane, tri lane or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen the previous two games and both were pretty one-sided. It was fairly obvious which team was going to win
10 seconds
fairly
remaining.
early on. Was a little boring.
Seconds
Well, not really
remaining.
boring. Dota is usually entertaining and it was too, but let's see how this is going to be.
Okay, here we go. Well, I think the Radiant got some pretty strong heroes. It's kind of weird that Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists haven't banned Nukes or Queen of Pain, but I think with Darkseer and Faceless Void they got a strong carry, and I think they'll run Darkseer solo lane, and that's also pretty strong.
10 seconds remaining.
I also like the Vacuum Chronosphere combi.
Oh, yeah.
as Rubik stealing whatever he can. That might pretty hurt.
Yeah, the Queen ult, for example.
Yeah, also the normal Scream of Pain can hurt as well.
And the Spike Carapace of Nyx, and suddenly he's invincible.
I think there are no bad spells he can steal up to now.
Yeah,
I
let's...
mean, even Empower on Void would be strong.
Yeah, so we have got a Bad Rider ban. Is that a counter for anything we've seen so far, or are they... What do you think they're gonna do?
10 seconds remaining.
Well, since the Kotl has been banned out, I think that Singularity won't go for an aggressive tri lane. So I think they'll have to get a real carry. I think they can decide whether they send Magnus, Nyx or Queen of Pain on middle lane, so that might be a bit hard to handle for Bulletin, since up to now they only have Rubik to take mid lane.
No, Weaver and Jakiro have been banned as well.
I think that's pretty clever to ban Jakiro, because the Macro Pyre and Ice Path really deal tons of damage in the Chronosphere.
Yeah, but
As well as banning Weaver, because if you don't kill Weaver in the Void ulti, Weaver is gonna use ulti and you
Yeah.
have to kill her again.
you're just gonna go back in time. So annoying.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So, I think none of both teams gonna try to push early. Quaddle is away, Prophet is away, and I don't think that they'll pick Chen or Enge. Enigma is also banned. Lana never.
Enigma could put his
Mid
black
hero.
hole in the Chronosphere, or why?
I think they ban Enigma to well, Enigma can put the what is it called? The E spell in the Void ulti and hurt a lot, since it takes 84% of the life. I think they banned Enigma because they don't want to get Void trapped in the black hole.
So
That's interesting.
Leshrac.
So we got a lot of magic damage on the side of Singularity, and the X-Pick surprises me. I don't know where they want to put him.
X doesn't really.
Well, actually I don't like all heroes, but well, it's their match, they can decide. So we got a lot of magic damage on the Singularity side, and if somebody's gonna buy the Ghost to avoid being caught by Juggernaut, well, that guy should also have a BKB.
And they seem to be a bit more capable of pushing with Leshrac now, don't they?
Yeah, sure they do.
So let's
Really
quickly
forgot
go.
about him.
Let's quickly go through the teams. We've got Oswok on the Magnus and Ernstam on the Queen of Pain.
Let's keep it clean.
Everybody's
folks.
going top here. Rabbit on the Juggernaut, Dread Knight on Nyx, and the Holy Cupcake doing the Leshrac. Oh, we smoke.
Okay, they're smoking. That's interesting. Well, I think they got enough damage to kill someone on level 1. They also have wards with them.
Got this Impale and
Pretty okay.
Split Earth to follow up on that.
Okay, Witchduck is kinda dead.
Split Earth.
And here we go. First blood.
Showtime.
Nice warding over here. I think they're gonna ward the creep spot too. So, I think the Queen of Pain is gonna take the solo lane versus the Darkseer. I think Darkseer won't be glad about fighting the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
The Magnus is gonna take mid.
And away we go.
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
Well, seems like Magnus is heading for bot lane. That's interesting.
double damage on the Queen. That's gonna hurt a little. I'm gonna go through the Dire team quickly. We've got Majid on the Witch Doctor, Dart on X. I'm probably mispronouncing everything, but he had Absolute Bedlam on the Faceless Void. Denied on Rubik, and Roscoe on the Darkseer. there's already lots of aggression up here. Second kill for Sin already.
I think that Trelane is gonna really kill them, since the Witch Dog only can throw his cask in and won't even stun Juggernaut. And the only thing Lash and Nyx have to do is get their stuns off, and it's pretty not that hard if Nyx is hitting them and Lash can stun in time.
Yeah, looks like X is going to the jungle.
Also, X is going to the jungle, having skilled Battle Hunger first, what's really surprising, since you'll have a very hard time there.
Yeah, you'd rather get either Berserker's Call, so you have bonus armor, or the counter helix, so you make more damage, right?
I would take the counter helix, since it's the only way you can kill the jungle creeps. If you look at him, he lost about 350 HP and has killed one creep in the camp.
Yeah, that's sad.
So Queen of Pain got her bottle up. That's gonna be hard for Rubik. Magnus and Queen of Pain take the lead with 9 last hits. Darkseer got 7. Juggernaut also 7.
Darkseer is usually
So we got
it's usually very annoying with the Iron Shell, which helps get last hits.
yeah, that's true. It's also annoying to
Oh.
Magnus. He has to last hit under his tower. Gonna cost him a few of them. Well, it surprises me he takes the Iron Shell. Not on
There's-
level 3, but the vacuum.
There's a bit of aggression on the bot rune spot, or there was anyway. Queen got
Yeah, I
thrown
think that
up here, but it really doesn't matter for the Queen. She can just blink down.
yeah, that's true. So we got warning from both teams.
They couldn't counter ward quickly enough because the creeps just killed the ward.
Well, I like that both teams are warding. That
Yeah.
it's a pretty hard time for the Void, since he got nothing in the first 6 levels. But even with ulti, he still can't do that much damage, but lock down people in place. Maybe for the Witch Dog ward, which also a very strong combo. Since with Aga, the ward and the Chronosphere are just so much damage, even with the Maledict on it. But I think on this lane they can really do nothing. If Void shows up, he's gonna get stunned, and well, he got about 1 last hit and 1 death. That's really not what you like to have as a carry after the 4-minute mark.
Counter warding. Yeah, they really want to pull us, I think, so they want that camp to be free.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing they can do.
Yeah. Well, if you...
So, Queen of Pain getting the Red Rune on bottom.
Yeah.
Juggernaut with 21 last hits. Well, that's not that much compared to a safe tri lane, but since they're playing it aggressive and they got 2 kills, though the one was before the creeps actually were on the lane. I think 5 creeps per minute is pretty strong.
X has to go back because he's taking too much damage in the jungle. Seems to be going for tranquil boots, don't
And
you
there we
think?
go, Nyx smoking again, running over the ward, so they were spotted here. I think they should... Majid should know that they're there. Although he can do not that much if Jugger starts Blade Fury him under the tower.
Well, you're not visible on the
I
minimap
think they're
when you're
going for X.
smoked, so if they didn't look, they might not have seen them.
Well, that's true. So they're rotating to mid.
Where Rubik
That's
just stole the
pretty
blink.
good from Rubik. Yeah, well done.
That might be the first kill for Dyer.
Ah, no, the Tango's gonna heal him.
Yeah.
Leshrock dying on top lane.
What?
Not on top lane, on mid lane. So, what have we got? We got about 1,500 gold plus for the Radiant. And about the same amount in experience.
That's not really any indication for anything. Could go either way so far.
So there's the rotation. Ducks here on top lane with his soaring up. That's gonna help him versus the Juggernaut. Though he might be as dead if they stun him. But the Iron Shell's gonna prevent Juggernaut from getting those easy last hit.
Yeah, totally.
So Void is on bottom lane. That's well, it's not that funny playing versus the level 7 Magnus with
Level 3.
700 gold.
Yeah.
The only thing he can do is hope for his backtrack to get away from the shockwaves. Else he just has to stay back because 1 or 2 shockwaves and he has to go to the base.
Oh, there's the first of them.
Yeah, there we go.
Magnus really getting the last hits too.
Yeah, 38. That's highest amount in game. Queen of Pain coming top for a gank. Having no room. Inverse bottom. I think we should keep that in mind. Well, Queen of Pain and Magnus, first one reaching level 6, Rubik as well. And Queen of Pain going back to mid.
So in terms of net worth, the Radiant is in front, with both Queen, the Juggernaut and Magnus being in front of the Darkseer, and everybody else on the other team. Nice stun combo here.
Darkseer dying on top lane.
Yeah.
There's really nothing they can do about it.
Dyer's mid tower won't last much longer.
But Melodic didn't even hit him, huh? If it had, he might be dead now.
I don't know. It's not that much damage. On what level has... Well, he got level 2.
Dyer's top tower. You know the drill.
Oh, we missed Queen of Pain almost dying. Probably because Rubik got the Scream of Pain.
Yeah, that's very nice for him, since it's only 140 mana cost for 300 damage nuke.
Down. Dyer's got one last top tower.
Rubik's going top, and they know it because they've got a ward.
So Magna got his dagger up on minute 9. It's really hard for BotAS to face any team fight.
Yeah, reverse polarity is
Dyer's
gonna
mid-tower's having technical
be
difficulties.
pretty bad. Now we've got 4
Well,
top.
I'm surprised Juggernaut is going for the healing ward this early. Maybe they... No, I don't think they should try that early Roche. But since neither Leshrac nor Nukes nor Magna have gone for the early mana boots, I don't think he has enough mana to use all of his spells. So, Rubik with the inverse.
Yes, and through
Fingers
the
bottled
quap
up too.
up the hill again.
Well, that's...
Magnus got mana boots as well now, so...
Yeah, he does.
And there's the inverse Rubik. Looking for a gank.
I think he gonna dagger away.
Yeah.
Dire's
Rubik just used the stick earlier for the scream. Or used the scream instead of the face bolt.
Radiant's
Then
bottom tower ain't a pretty sight.
telekinesis or whatever. I think they might have got him.
Trouble brewing at
Now
Radiant's
it's got
bottom tower.
2
So,
Dire
Witch
heroes.
Dog trying to get...
jungling.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
You can't really jungle effectively with 2 people, can you?
Well, not at minute 11 with the eggs. I think the eggs should stack more creeps. 'Cause that's a better way for him to get past level and experience. I'm interested if the Void still tries to get his Hand of Midas, and I think he's dead now.
Yeah.
Well, that's very dangerous to stay in your own jungle after your first tower has fallen, since you get no protection there. Even this ward here doesn't help you that much. I think the Witch Doctor is trying to get his level 6 as well as the Void,
Yeah.
and then
That'll
they're
help.
trying to get
Dire's mid tower
a
won't
little damage.
Actually, that's quite a bit of damage, isn't it?
Oh, Rubik with Omni Slash. Nice. But, well, doesn't help any though. There we go. With Skewer.
no more. My finest work. Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Oh, this is probably starting to look, yeah, 5,000 gold and 3,000 experience for Radiant.
Mid tower.
Well, it's not that surprising,
Tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
because it's pretty hard to fight the Queen of Pain mid, even if you're Rubik. And if you get the runes and throw her on top of the hill. But Magnus got like free farm on bottom lane, same with Juggernaut on top. The Axe had a very bad start with his battle hunger, and that's why it's so hard for BotAS to get level and experience.
So what should they have done to not be in this position now? What lanes should they have had?
Well, I also haven't thought about the
6 in a row. 2 down. 7 in a row. 3 down. You get nothing. The Dire best do something.
Well, it's just a second
I
kill.
also haven't thought about the triple lane, since I forgot the Juggernaut.
Is the goal, not glorious battles.
So they really had the better team, and there might have been little the other could have done about that.
Yeah, I think so. I don't really like the Axe pick. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Nice ulti. I hope he's gonna get a lucky bash. Well, he
doesn't
doesn't,
look like it now.
but he gets the stout shield. Oh, I think he's gonna fall there.
Does X have his ult now?
No, but
Doesn't
he can
have the
battle hunger.
Berserker's call either.
Battle hunger, battle hunger, battle hunger.
Nope.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days. Trouble brewing at Radiant's. Radiant's bottom tower's done for. Battle Fury!
did he get? Edict.
He got the edict.
Taking hits.
Why are they smoking?
There's no ward
So double damage
on top anymore.
Nick's trying to get the void in the jungle. Not successful. Well, I don't really like the X pick. X is, well, he's okay since he can really hurt in pub games with dagger and blade mail. But I don't think he's that strong in team games, because you have to get
The Dire couldn't hang on to that mid-range.
because you have to get the farm, and usually you have to protect your carry on the lane, and that's what BotAS wasn't able to do, because the Witch Doctor isn't that strong on level 1. This cask doesn't really give the control over the lane and the heroes there, and with the eggs starting with Battle Hunger, they really banked everything on the solo lane to harass them with the Battle Hunger and give the Void free farm. So we're going to see a hex from the Queen of Pain. Going to buy the ultimate orb, maybe in the side shop. I like the warding both teams are doing.
So
So Magnus is trapped there, but I don't think BotAS knows it.
Here's what's happening.
Yeah, okay.
Dire's bottom tower got blown to bits. Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
Well, that's pretty strange. Juggernaut going for the Yasha and the Vladimirs and the drums. I think it's okay, since they're dominating the game this hard. But I think they got
Somebody's on a roll.
they got enough stun and movement speed, and support should go to build the Vladimirs for him.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
So Rubik with the shockwave, that's pretty nice.
Dire's top
Said that for a while now.
X finished his blade mail, that's gonna be a surprise too, if he's not gonna get caught in the reverse polarity.
Well, he doesn't have call yet.
Well, that's not that important. As long as he reflects the Queen of Pain ulti or Scream or a Shockwave or whatever he can, that really gonna make a difference, since he got 1000 HP and they're gonna be directly reflected. And because they got so much nuke damage, I don't think that they'll take more than the 4.5 seconds of blade mail to take him down. So they're going for Roshan. Having 2 drums, that's...
But Dire knows BotAS is coming.
They're coming.
Got a ward, so
I'm surprised. Okay,
Split
well,
Earth on Rubik.
actually they told him they have a ward there. Sin really doesn't mind. And I don't think they should, because with the reverse polarity to back up, they should be able to win the fight. Well, here we go. The blade mail was just wasted. And here we go, RP.
Scream. reason why Bulletin goes down.
That's 4 in a row.
And
3
that's a
down.
team wipe.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you get caught in the reverse polarity, there's nothing you can do. Even if you're 10,000 experience behind the other team. Also with the Queen of Pain, the nuke damage just bursts them down.
Actually, she went for the Mystic Step first, not for the Ultimate Orb.
That's pretty strange. I don't think she needs that much mana, but, well, I don't think she has to mind about that 190 hit points she would get by the Ultimate Orb. She's not getting that much harassed since BotAS hasn't gone for one successful Chronosphere, Iron Shell, Maledict, whatever combo.
Tower's getting the business.
Yeah, Nyx has his Dagon now.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
Well, it's still in his stash, but yeah, sooner or later he'll have it.
Full to his spiky end.
I'm asking myself what Rubik is going for. Here we go, Juggernaut farming top, having his Eagle Song, going for his Butterfly. Or if you want to... if you want to, he may also pick up the Ethereal Blade, but that would be retarded, since it would block his Blade Fury and his Omni Slash.
Blade Fury does magical damage though, right? It says magical anyway. So that should go through there. Just the Omni Slash.
Well, I think you don't get damaged by Blade Fury though.
Tower's getting beat down.
So he's just pushing top and there's not that much they can do about it. Although Blade Fury is on cooldown.
Well, if they get a Chronosphere up on him, maybe on... like that?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think he's pretty dead. Good job.
Except he has the
Okay, here we
Aegis.
go. Once again. Go, go, go.
Now he has a call.
That ward's still up.
Only,
Rubik out of mana. Everybody out of mana.
well, so they got rid of the Aegis and it cost them the Chronosphere. I'm not sure that's a good trade, and the Death Ward as well. So Rubik might want to go back to base and to the fountain and regenerate the mana.
Yeah, I think if they had gone in with TPs, using Telekinesis and Maledict before his Blade Fury, is refreshed, they may have killed him without using the ultis.
Dyer's top rags is in trouble.
Magna going straight for the refresher orb.
Dyer's top rags is taking hits.
Juggernaut with his butterfly up.
Trouble brewing.
Yeah, and that's the GG.
The Dyer
Fairly obvious by now.
Yeah. Really well played. That trailing surprised me also. And there wasn't that much BotAS could do about it.
Yeah, nice warding as well. That's something you don't see in the beginners games, but although this is supposed to be an amateur tournament, it's still a nice level of play.
didn't make it. Dyer's mid tower won't last much longer.
So yeah. GG. And in a couple of seconds, this here
Dyer's mid tower could use a little
throne
help.
or ancient is gonna die, and